Hey everybody, this is Brittany with Scribbles by Brittany, and I am bringing you another piece of artwork. If you would like to see um, this done like a step-by-step, I will be greatly, I would greatly appreciate that if you guys want to see a step-by-step. Right now I am picking out the colors that I'm going to use for this piece of artwork, and I know my hand is bandaged up, and that is because I was at work and I had injured it, and that it was surprisingly not as painful as it was getting the stitches put in when I had done it. Like, and it happened so quick that I literally just thought, go straight to the break room. Like, that's all I could think of. Like, cover your hand, go straight to the break room. But anyways, without further ado, I do like making art videos. It's definitely a dream of mine, and I would definitely want to figure out the best format for you guys to be able to watch them. I don't know, I want feedback from you guys. It definitely helps me. So if you would, without further ado, go ahead and leave a comment and a like to let me know if that's what you guys like. And right now, I'm kind of gonna fill in like areas, like little bit of areas where I'm talking about the drawing. I swear to God, I am undiagnosed ADHD. And maybe like somebody can diagnose me from watching my videos. Who knows? I'm kind of all over the place, so bear in mind. But anyway, just to kind of fill in what I'm doing right now is I usually go in with the darkest shade possible. And then I fill in where I'm putting my shades at. And I've trained my brain to do that with the Copics. And so when I'm working with watercolor, or even sometimes I think acrylic, you do the dark to light method. And that's kind of one of those things that I've trained my brain to do. And when I'm working with watercolors, I don't, I, I should do the opposite. I want to do light to dark, and I make that mistake. And I don't know if you guys follow my Instagram. Sometimes my Instagram is all over the place. And I'll link it at the end of this video, but it's at Scribbles by Brittany, and you can see just pictures of what I'm like trying to convey or trying to do with the sketch boxes. And I don't receive the sketch boxes as a promotional thing. I literally go out, buy them because I like testing new art supplies, and that's just something that I like to do. So, without further ado, the reason why I've taken so much time off in the past was because I was not in a healthy relationship with myself, and I wasn't in a healthy relationship with the person that I was with. And I would get kind of not necessarily made fun of for my artwork, because that's not the right way that I would evaluate that. But I would get criticized for spending so much time on my artwork. Even though I do work a full-time job that takes me away from it for 10 hours a day, if not more. So with working a full job and then coming home and trying to relax and do artwork, it was really, really kind of hard. And then trying to be able to spend time with your significant other and making sure that every part of life had balance. It was definitely really hard. And then, like, here recently, I've just gotten into going hiking. So now I'm doing a lot for myself now, and that's what feels really, really good, is when you let go of that toxic relationship, both with yourself and with somebody else. You start to learn how to do things for yourself and what you feel is right. You don't want to do it for anybody else. And that was my problem, is that I was people pleasing like crazy when it came to everything in life. I had, let's put it this way, I'll be honest, I had zero boundaries for anything. Like, if I didn't want to do anything, but I didn't know how to voice like, why I didn't want to do it, even though no is just okay. If you say no, you don't need a reason why you don't want to do it. You don't need a reason. And that's okay. I When I became single at the time, I had no concept of what no was, and throughout that journey with myself, I learned the word no is definitely protecting your peace of mind and your boundaries. Shortly after um, I had gotten out of that toxic relationship, I did not take any time to myself to reflect, to heal, and to go on a journey by myself to figure things out. And I started like dating, and um, I had dated this guy from my past, and I learned I learned through him. Every relationship can be a learning experience, and I had learned through that guy that I dated, that he was not what I was looking for, and it made me kind of mad because he kept on pushing he kept on pushing himself on me, and he was making comments that were disrespecting my boundaries, and I was unaware of how to approach it without me coming off as, let's put it this way, YouTube's probably going to cancel me anyway, but I was coming off as a bitch, or without trying to come off as a bitch. And honestly, in my opinion, you have to be rude when you feel like your boundaries are being uh, crossed. That's So I ended up just ending all relationships. Like, I didn't care. The only thing that I was interested in at the time was, I was okay with just talking to people, letting it out, trying to figure out what I wanted, what I didn't want. So I didn't date for probably about 7, 8 months, and I forgot what dating was like. Sorry to my current boyfriend who has asked me to move in with him. Like, I'm sorry. So if he does watch this, like, I'm even now, like, I'm still trying to navigate a healthy relationship. Um, and I know this has kind of gotten onto like a therapy session with myself. But anyway, with that with that one guy, he would make comments that, and we weren't even boyfriend or girlfriend, so keep that in mind. We weren't even boyfriend and girlfriend, and he would make comments to the effect, well, I have a girlfriend and she doesn't even sleep with me. And if you are an adult, you know what that means. If you're a child, please don't even, like, just ignore that. So, and he would make comments like that. And I'm sorry, but even if I'm your girlfriend, I don't owe you shit. And I will hold that every part of me. Just because I'm your girlfriend, I don't owe you time in bed with you. Just because I'm your girlfriend, it does not mean any, like, yes. And, like, let's put it this way, we were only dating. We weren't even in a relationship. I did not want a relationship that early after getting out of an unhealthy one. And that is what some people fear. Most, that's what some people fear, is being by themselves and understanding that it's okay to be single, it's okay to be alone. If I would have went back in my past, there are so many things that I would have changed, and I would have focused on outside of being in a relationship. And I think that was I there was a lot of things that I had to deal with, like abandonment trauma. I had to deal with actual uh I had to deal with abusive people. I've had to deal with narcissistic parents. Mainly my stepdad. There was some things that are from my childhood that I'm still currently dealing with, which is okay. I'm starting to become a healthy adult, and understand the traumas and the triggers and figuring all of that stuff out. So, and it's hard. So what I want you to guys to take from this video is heal your traumas, heal your inner child, and don't let your boundaries be crossed. If you feel passionately about something, don't let your boundaries be crossed. It's because then you will be unhappy. And that that is the one thing that I have realized, that when my boundaries are crossed and I don't make them known, I bottle them up, and then I explode, and then I get angry and I stay angry. I want to feel at peace with myself. That's the bottom line. I so that so as I was saying with that comment, when he made that comment, it was to a mutual friend of ours. And when I heard him make that comment, I went into a headspace, and we were all at a bar. Yes, because we can drink, because we're 21 and over. Ha. So we were all at a bar, and every part of my being wanted me to pick my drink up and throw it on him. It had made me so mad. And part and like and this is where my boundaries were crossed. So he had made that comment, I never addressed it, and part of that was because I didn't have a ride home because my car was parked somewhere else. So I did not have a ride home or even a ride to my car, and therefore he probably would have left me at the bar. Not saying that I wouldn't have been able to find a ride home or even just a ride back to my car, but I was trying to think logistically. Like, if I threw my drink on him, it would piss him off and it would have ruined the night, which, I mean, like, his comment kind of ruined the night anyway. And after I told him to take me, like, after he took me to the car, I was pretty much sober. Like, I think I only had like 2 drinks that night, if that. But I had taken it, like, he had taken me back to the car, and he's like, "Do you want me to come over and spend the night?" And I was like, "No, just please, just go." Like, he pissed me off. Um, and I don't think he understood why. And that right there, it was because I did not communicate the fact that we were only dating. We were not boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't owe you intercourse just because we're dating or just because I'm your girlfriend. In that context, no, I don't owe you nothing. Just because somebody takes you out to dinner does not qualify you to get in bed with them. Fuck that. And yes, if Daddy YouTube is on here and he is watching, or, if he hears me cussing as much as I am, yes, no, like, you don't owe anybody anything. Uh, and that's part of I think that is part of the people pleasing that I was not recognizing, in my last relationship. And so I have kind of made it to myself to where I'm not out to people please. I'm out here to not give a fuck about your feelings unless you make them known. I If I say something to the effect that offends you, that's not a problem with me. That's a problem with you and what you have to deal with. And that is where I've kind of gotten to in my healing processes, that I don't know if it will work with you or work with anybody else, but that is something that I've kind of dealt with. And so that kind of goes with like the toxic relationship, like relationships, friendships. I'm not okay with doing whatever I want to do stuff for me. Like I do a lot of stuff for me now. And I do live by myself, so that's, I mean, not that it really matters. Um and that's, it's okay. Like, I'm actually kind of enjoying this therapy session with myself, because it's making me realize some things. And like, I also struggle with communication. So when that guy had made that comment, I had ghosted him and I completely cut him off. Um and it was for my mental health. I was going to therapy, and I think I still have like the receipts from the conversation that him and I had. Um but this guy has two daughters, and for him to project the stuff he was doing and saying onto me, I fear for his I fear for his daughters, because I already know one of them tends to people please, and I'm sorry, but I am not. Um, I really hope that I really hope her mom doesn't see, like, her mom doesn't see this, because I will feel bad. And I'm not saying her name or his name or any of that, but I do know, like, one of his daughters does tend to people please, and I hope to God that she finds the strength in herself to just firmly say no. And I know her grandma, her grandma is like, she's a badass bitch. Like, it would be his mom. So, like, she takes no, like, she will sit there and be like, no, you don't do that. Like, she definitely speaks her mind. Um, and I love that. I love that she is her his mom is a force to be reckoned with, in the fact that she speaks her mind, and she will show those girls how to speak their mind and how to stick up for people and how to stick up for themselves, because it's not fair if he is projecting certain things onto those girls. And And I'm not saying that his parenting is wrong or anything like that. That's not the case. But I definitely want those girls to know that regardless of how I feel about their dad and the way he is or the way that he was is not how I feel about those girls at all. Um and I've known those girls for a while. They they definitely are the sweetest. And that was the other part of the whole issue is that he kept on using his girls against me. Um he kept on saying, "Oh, the girls love you, the girls love you." And I was like, "Yes, I love the girls too, but that is not a reason for me to stay in a unhealthy relationship or an unhealthy dating experience." Yes, I've met his girls. I've met his girls prior to dating him and stuff like that. Like we were friends. We yeah, it we've known we have known each other for a while. So like it does not bother me that I've met his girls and stuff like that. Like, that's a whole separate thing. But I am not I don't want to stick around in a relationship that is unhealthy for me and something that I see unhealthy and unfit as far as if I should have spoke up more when it came to his girls. I should have spoke up more for them than I did. And that was and I did not do them justice. So, if the girls see this and they're watching it, I do apologize, ladies, and I appreciate you guys every day. And you both have turned into beautiful, wonderful girls. So, but yeah, anyway, I that comes to another point. Don't stick around in a relationship if they have kids that you love, if the kids love you, if they're guilt tripping you into that, that is a red flag for you to leave. Like we're out here we're out here in the business of not collecting red flags. Um Not anymore because that was my problem. I was collecting them like it was a damn circus. So definitely there's a lot to take from this video. And right now I'm kind of just having fun just throwing like word throw up all over this. I'm kind of having fun with it. But again, if you guys would like to see this piece of artwork, and I think I may have done something up with the editing. I don't know. I as I'm going through this, I'm also watching it as it goes just so that way I could fix any editing errors. And I thought maybe the last video clip I did not speed it up because it seemed like it was in real time, but I'm not too sure, and that's what I'm kind of sitting here wondering. If you guys would like a tutorial on anything that I am doing here, please comment below. And at the end of the video, I do have a Patreon. It's kind of posted on the end card. But if you guys would like to see a tutorial or for me to post a tutorial, I can definitely post it on Patreon. And let you guys kind of see like a step-by-step uh style. Like I would like to do step by step, but at the same time like I would also like to take you guys through like the basics. Um and I know like this piece of artwork is pretty basic. Um or it has basic shapes. I don't want to call it basic. It has basic shapes. But I definitely would like to possibly do a tutorial. I think that would be a lot of fun. Whether it be, I don't know if I can figure out my camera setup to do like a live stream. I'm still trying to figure this whole video stuff out. Uh, I know I can do a live stream at some point or something, but I think I have to rig up my camera for it to be set up for a live stream, and I'm still trying to learn how to do that. Uh, and I probably am going on a tangent after all of that. And so if you guys made it this far, I thank you guys. Uh, this this has been kind of wonderful, just sitting here letting you guys know about what's been going on in my life and kind of just unloading kind of a therapy session. I hope this helps you as much as it helped me. I know there are plenty of people that struggle with boundaries and setting them and saying no and just being firm with your no. Um, I practice on my dog all the time. Uh, he wants to always go out like 50 billion times a day. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. You cannot go out every single time. Like, I have to pay for the heating in this place. So he can't just go out willy nilly. I do take him out though. So, like, I took him out right before this video, or right before I started audio. And that's why he's not bugging me as much. That's what I have to do. But anyway, without further ado, I thank you guys for chilling and hanging out with me and watching this. Uh, there's a lot that I wish I would have done more on this piece. And my kitchen table has little divots, and this was actually from my dad. Uh, it has little divots, so I have to kind of put something behind uh the actual piece of artwork, or else my pen's gonna dip down into those divots and it's gonna screw it all up. I'd done that. I can't remember on which piece of artwork, but it happened, and I was just like, oh, I can't believe I did that. Like, so, and but if you guys, I would definitely love to bring you guys a tutorial. Let me know. Uh, I keep on saying that and stuff. Um, but it's definitely something that I would like to do. And I'm kind of running out of a few things to talk about, but a little bit more of a life update. Um, my dad passed away back in September. Uh, and it was definitely rough on us. Um, we're trying to navigate how we're still like, as his kids, we're still trying to navigate life, even though we're like 30 years old, and that'll never change. No matter what in life, you will never learn how to navigate life. And if you already know how to navigate life, then you're probably rich like Kim Kardashian. And even then, she does not know how to navigate life, because you guys seen her struggles publicly. No judgment there. But if you guys knew, like, you guys would not be, like, you guys would all be set. Like, let's just put it that way. And I am so thankful for this opportunity to be able to give you guys artwork. You guys can actually find my artwork on Redbubble. I post occasionally on there. Usually what I try to do is I will try to do a video, I'll edit the artwork, and then I will post it onto Redbubble so that way you guys can buy stickers, and different stuff. They have stickers, they have art prints, they have it all. And so the way it's set up is the price that you pay, there's a designer or artist cost for it, and that's and if the markup is, if it seems expensive, just know that X amount of, like, a percentage of the amount that you are paying is actually coming back to us as an artist. And I am learning how to figure out if I want to set up a shop to print artwork or do other stuff. Again, there's a lot that goes into this, and I'm hoping that you guys will remain patient and check out my Redbubble shop. I do have other stuff that's on there that is listed, and I appreciate that if you guys go and check it out. I think I will post the links down below in the description box for YouTube if you guys do want to go check that out. And thank you. I appreciate it. I got cut off. So if you guys would like, I definitely thank you guys for checking every piece, or every social media that I have. Thank you for checking that out. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. That helps me. That helps me create more artwork for you guys and figure out what you guys like to do. And I thank you guys. So please go check out my social medias, and thanks.